To all the grown-ups listening, if your family likes puzzles and scavenger hunts and exploring nature, then I have the perfect final summer activity for you. In just 8 days, you can sign your family up for Curious Camp. It's an at-home, interactive, self-paced, and screen-free week-long experience hosted by me. For more information, visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com/camp. The Curious Kids Club. Why do we yawn? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Today is another episode of the Curious Kids Club. See, we have a club here at Curious Kids Every Day, and it's called the Curious Kids Club. And in these special episodes, the kids in the Curious Kids Club get to help me make the episode. So for all the grown-ups listening, if your family wants to join the Curious Kids Club, you can find all the information at supportcuriouskids.com. There, you'll get activity sheets for every new episode of the show. Your kids will get a shout out on their birthday and all kinds of other fun things. Go check it out. supportcuriouskids.com. Hey, I have a question for you today. Have you yawned today? You can't really control when you yawn, can you? Well, today I got a question from a kid in the Curious Kids Club named Anna, and she was wondering about yawning. So I thought we could talk about yawning today. And thinking about yawning got me thinking about other things that we do without thinking about them. Do you have things that you do without thinking about it? Well, I asked the kids in the Curious Kids Club to write in and give me some examples of things that they do without thinking. I'm going to share those with you today. And you know, another thing we can't control? We can't control when we laugh sometimes. Sometimes a joke is so funny it makes us laugh even if we didn't want to laugh. Well, I've got some jokes that the kids in the Curious Kids Club sent me, and they are so funny. I'm going to share them with you. And you know, speaking of yawning, I asked the kids in the Curious Kids Club to tell me about something that always makes them sleepy. Do you have things that always make you sleepy? You know, for me, it's just sitting on the couch. My kids know that if Daddy ever sits down on the couch and gets really quiet all of a sudden, I'm probably going to be asleep in about 30 seconds. It's risky for me, though, because if I do fall asleep on the couch, I'm going to wake up a few seconds later because one of my boys is in my face going, "Daddy, wake up!" It's going to be such a fun episode of the Curious Kids Club today. I can't wait to share it all with you. Are you ready to get started? Okay, let's do it. Here is Anna's question about yawning.
Hi, Josh. My name is Anna. My question today is, why do we yawn and then our eyes get wet?
Great question, Anna. Why do we yawn? You know, this is actually something we've discussed a long time ago on Curious Kids Every Day. Did you know that if you pretend to yawn, it might actually make you yawn for real? Have you ever been sitting on the couch or maybe on a long car ride and suddenly you just yawned? Maybe you didn't even feel that tired, but your mouth stretched open, your eyes watered, and maybe even someone else next to you yawned too. Isn't it funny how yawns are contagious like that sometimes? What's really going on when we yawn? I was thinking about this question because I got an email from a curious kid named Luke. He asked, "Why do we yawn?" And I bet he probably yawned after he asked. Let's find out today. Scientists have been studying yawns for a long time, and while there isn't one single answer, there are some really good ideas about why we yawn and what it does for our bodies. Yep, we can put this in the mysteries of our world category because we don't know for sure what a yawn is for. First, let's talk about what a yawn actually is. When you yawn, you open your mouth wide, take in a deep breath of air, and then slowly let it out. At the same time, the muscles in your face, throat, and even your chest all stretch. Sometimes your eyes water too, because the muscles around your eyes are tightening. A yawn only takes a few seconds, but it feels pretty powerful, doesn't it? So, why do we do it? Well, one of the most popular theories is that yawning helps our brains. When we get sleepy, bored, or have been sitting still for too long, our brains slow down a bit too. Yawning might help wake up the brain by bringing in a big rush of oxygen and pushing out extra carbon dioxide. That deep breath stirs up our blood flow and might make us feel a little more alert. Now, another idea is that yawning helps cool down the brain. Yes, your brain can get warm just like a computer does. When you yawn, you bring in cool air and stretch the muscles in your head, neck, and face. That can increase blood flow and help cool things down. Scientists have noticed that people yawn more often when they're in a warm room or when the temperature around them changes. So maybe it's like your body's built-in air conditioner for your brain. We also yawn before big changes in our body's state. For example, people often yawn right before they fall asleep or just as they're waking up. Athletes sometimes yawn before starting a competition. So maybe it's your body's way of resetting itself before moving from one mode to another. But what's really interesting is that most animals yawn too. Dogs, cats, birds, and even fish. So clearly there is some utility to it. We're just not quite sure exactly what it is. And we don't know why it's contagious either. Some people think maybe it's a social thing, like you do it because your brain wants you to fit in with whatever environment that you're in. But again, we don't know. The best answer for all of this yawning is maybe it just does a little bit of everything. It cools our brains, wakes us up when we're tired or bored, and helps us switch between states like wakefulness and sleep. That's a lot of jobs for such a quick and simple action. So next time you catch yourself yawning, think about exactly what's going on with your body, and maybe you can help us figure it out too. Thanks for the question, Anna. Speaking of questions, I have one for you. What is something that you do without thinking? I asked that question to the kids in the Curious Kids Club, and I got a lot of interesting responses. A lot of you said blinking, and a lot of you said breathing. And that makes sense. I mean, you've been doing both of those things while you've been listening to this episode, and I bet you haven't thought about either one time. You haven't thought about blinking, and you haven't thought about breathing. But now that I mentioned that you weren't thinking about breathing, now you are thinking about breathing. Isn't that interesting? You can control your breathing, but when you're not thinking about it, your body just does it automatically. That is so cool. Okay, well, here were some of the other things that the kids in the Curious Kids Club said. Ezra and George and Royce, they all said that they don't think about their heart pumping. And that's true, you do not control your heart pumping. You can kind of control how fast your heart pumps if you decide to go for a run, but even then, you're not actually controlling how fast it goes. You're just controlling that you're going to make it go faster than it was before you started doing exercise. Annabelle said, I play with my mommy's bracelets without realizing. Yep, my kids do stuff like that. Ian said, if I touch something that hurts, like hot water in the sink, I automatically pull my hand away without even thinking. Yeah, isn't that interesting? If your fingers touch something hot, your body jerks your hand away without you really even having to think about it. Before your brain has really processed, oh, I need to move my hand, you've already moved your hand. It's just like an instant reflex. I think that's really cool. Ollie said, scratching my back when it's itchy. Have you ever had an itch and went to scratch it without even really thinking about it? And then Jackson said, wash my hands after going to the bathroom. Yep, that reminds me that every time I get home from being out shopping or out someplace away from my house, the first thing I do when I come home is go into the kitchen and wash my hands. And I do it even when I don't realize I'm doing it, because a few minutes later, I'll go to eat a sandwich or something like that, and I'll think, oh, I need to wash my hands before I do that. But then I feel my hands and I think, wait, my hands already feel like they've been washed. Oh, right, I washed my hands as soon as I walked in the house earlier. Sometimes I forget. Okay, thanks for all those responses. And thank you, too, for all these jokes that you guys sent in. Do you guys want to hear some jokes today? Here's Annabelle's joke. What key can open a banana? A monkey. I'm pretty sure we've heard that one before, but it's so funny. Judy said, what's a cat's favorite color? Purple. And this one is kind of like that one. This one is from Leah. What's a snake's favorite subject? History. This is from Daisy House. What's a witch's favorite thing to eat? A sandwich. This is from Persephone. Where do dogs park their cars? In the parking lot. This is from Elisa. Where do fish go on holidays? Finland. And this one is kind of like that one. This is from Henry. Where does the boat go when it's sick? To the doctor. And this one's from Jackson. Why couldn't the pirate learn the alphabet? Because he was always lost at sea. He could only get 3 letters in, I guess. This is from Mary Grace. Why? And this one is funny. Why did the duck cover its ears on the 4th of July? Because he didn't like firecrackers. This one is from Kian. Why did the girl put peanut butter on the road? Because it went great with the traffic jam. This one is from Penelope. Why did the man who lost his dog go to the dentist? Because he had a loose canine. This one's from Felicity. Why do flamingos stand on one leg? Well, because if they lifted both legs, they'd fall over. This one is from Justin. Why was Cinderella so bad at basketball? Because she ran from the ball. And this one is from Luis. Why was the king only a foot tall? Because he was a ruler. Thanks for all those jokes, everybody. Oh, and I almost forgot. I asked the kids in the Curious Kids Club to send me some riddles this week, too. It's been a while since we did riddles on Curious Kids Every Day or on the Curious Kids Club. Do you want to hear some riddles? This riddle is from Kai. What has a head, a tail, is brownish, and has no legs? A penny! This one is from William. There's a 1-story house, and inside that house, there's a pink family with pink chairs, a pink table, pink walls, and pink floors. What color do you think the stairs are? There are no stairs. I said it's a 1-story house. Good one, William. This one is from Stage. Oh, this one... never mind, I'll tell you in a minute. What goes up and down but never moves? stairs. I caught myself. I was going to say, oh, this one is about stairs too, but that was going to give away the answer. This one is from Jackson and Elisa. What belongs to you, but is mostly used by others? Your name. Because you don't really say your name very often, but other people say your name all the time. All right, and here's one more riddle. This one is from Andres. Sarah has 3 daughters. Each of them has a brother. So how many children does Sarah have? Okay, so Sarah is the mom, and Sarah has 3 daughters, and each daughter has a brother. How many children does Sarah have? The answer is 4. Huh? You might have thought the answer was 6 because each sister has a brother. But what if the brother of each sister is the same brother? So each sister does have a brother, and it's just one boy. So the answer is 4. Thanks for all the jokes and all the riddles. I really appreciate it, everyone. Okay, so here's my last question for you today. What is something that makes you super sleepy? I already told you what mine is. Sitting on the couch. Well, I asked the kids in the Curious Kids Club to tell me what's something that always makes them sleepy. And this is what they had to say.
My name is Harry, and I am 5 years old. And what makes me sleepy is staying up too late. Hi, my name is Callum. What makes me sleepy is going for a long walk. My name is Noah, and my favorite thing to help me sleep is my stuffy Bernard.
Getting warm water on my body.
To snuggle with my daddy in my warm bed. Bye. Hello, my name's Jack, and something that makes me really sleepy is our sound machine. I read before I go to sleep. That makes me really sleepy. What makes me sleepy is staying up too late.
Reading my book. Bye, Josh.
Something that makes me really sleepy is listening to Curious Kids and Sleep Tight stories most of the time. When people pat me and rub me on the back.
Listening to your podcast.
Reading books for too long or watching TV. Biking and not calling too much makes me sleepy. Bye, Josh. Staying up watching a hockey game with Daddy. Something that makes me sleepy is sitting in the car for a long time. Busy days, Josh. Bye. Music on my special kitty cat alarm clock. And listening to Curious Kids helps me relax. Thank you. Bye, Josh.
Hi, Josh. I feel really sleepy while I'm in the car and my parents are driving the car through a tunnel.
Listening to Curious Kids Club makes me really sleepy. Something that makes me really sleepy is reading my animal books. A big meal.
What makes me sleepy is listening to stories.
I want to say taking a nice long run and a nice long walk in the nighttime makes me sleepy. Bye, Josh. I love you and I love your episodes. Playing basketball makes me sleepy. Staying up way past my bedtime. What makes me tired is playing. Something that makes me really sleepy is a long day of school. Going on long car rides at night. Bye. Hi, Josh. My name is Teddy, and something that makes me really sleepy is reading a story. Bye, Josh.
My Yoto.
When I run outside a lot, and when I play outside a lot. Listening to Mom sing to me in the evening.
Running around in the hot sun.
Hi, Josh. My name is Nellie, and eating makes me sleepy. Hearing Curious Kids every day at the nighttime.
Hi, Josh. My name is Jackson, and what makes me sleepy at night is my Yodo.
What makes me really sleepy is a bedtime story.
To run around a lot. Bye, Josh.
Something that makes me sleepy is swimming, brushing my teeth at night. What makes me tired is playing games. Bye, Josh. What makes me sleepy is riding in the car. Bye, Josh.
Staring very, very hard.
Waking up early in the morning and going to bed really late.
My nightlight in a dark room makes me sleepy. Bye, Josh.
What makes me sleepy is my Yodo and sleepy music.
Hi, Josh. My name's Anna. The thing that makes me sleepy is when my mom plays on my back. Bye.
Exercising makes me sleepy. Coming back from swimming. I like reading a book because it makes me really sleepy. Bye.
Something that makes me really sleepy is staying up late.
What makes me sleepy is the sleepy crocodile story.
Hi, Josh. My name is Madeline, and something that makes me sleepy is listening to bedtime stories.
I take a bath and my mom gives me bath bombs.
Listening to my Yoto makes me sleepy, and listening to Yoto Daily makes me sleepy, and listening to Curious Kids every day to make me sleepy. Bye, Josh!
Running so fast. And when I swim outside and play with my touchies. What makes me really sleepy is my mom's scratches. Bye, Josh.
After a long car ride at night.
Bedtime stories make me sleepy. Something in a dark room makes me sleepy. Being outside makes me really sleepy. What makes me sleepy is listening to stuff.
When I lay down. Bye.
I pretend to be asleep. Bye, Josh. Hi, Josh. My name is John, and I'm 4 and 18 JGB 18 rap. Bye, Josh. And my mom and dad read me stories, and it makes me very sleepy.
Running around.
What makes me sleepy is waiting. Going on my dad's shoulders and getting hit by the sun on my back. The end.
What makes me very sleepy is listening to Curious Kids on my Yodo.
Oh, now I'm sleepy. Thanks for all those responses, everyone. I'm so grateful to everyone who participates in these Curious Kids Club episodes, and I'm so grateful for all the families who have joined the Curious Kids Club. They make this show possible. For all the grown-ups listening, if your family would like to join the Curious Kids Club, you can do so at supportcuriouskids.com. And don't forget that Curious Camp launches next week. It's an at-home, interactive, self-paced, and screen-free week-long experience hosted by me. For more information, visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com/camp. I'm putting the finishing touches on the project right now, and it is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I think it's going to be so much fun. I think your family would love it. On the next episode of the Curious Kids Club, we are going to talk about food. So my question for you is this. Do you have a food you used to not like, but now you do like it? So everyone who's in the Curious Kids Club, here is your question for next time. What is a food that you used to not like, but now you really do like it? I can't wait to hear what you have to say. I've got a food like that too. I'll tell you all about it next time. Oh, but the deadline to send your answers is this Saturday, July 25th. So make sure you join before then. We'll have another episode of the Curious Kids Club in 2 weeks. Remember, it's always every 2 weeks on Tuesdays. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got some birthdays today. Brooks from North Carolina is turning 4. Happy birthday, Brooks. Stevie from California is turning 1. Happy birthday, Stevie. Georgia from Massachusetts is turning 6. Happy birthday, Georgia. Quinn from California is turning 1. Happy birthday, Quinn. Shania from Canada is turning 8. Happy birthday, Shania. Bowen from New York is turning 7. Happy birthday, Bowen. Ollie from New York is turning 4. Happy birthday, Ollie. Nico from New York is turning 4. Happy birthday, Nico. Morgan from California is turning 1. Happy birthday, Morgan. Mateo from New Jersey is turning 6. Happy birthday, Mateo. Judah from Iowa is turning 6. Happy birthday, Judah. Savannah from Manila, Philippines is turning 1. Happy birthday, Savannah. Parker from Maine is turning 6. Happy birthday, Parker. Nawa from California is turning 3. Happy birthday, Nawa. Benji from New York is turning 3. Happy birthday, Benji. Jack from Wisconsin is turning 9. Happy birthday, Jack. Porter from Maine is turning 8. Happy birthday, Porter. And Ziggy from Hunter Valley, Australia is turning 7. Happy birthday, Ziggy. To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.